Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, a little late to the party is Royal Caribbean and they finally announced their new closures, extending their voluntary shutdown even further. Royal Caribbean has announced in light of the CDC guidelines and the closures of the ports for 100 days, actually a little bit less than that now, I think it's 80 days now if you look at it. The Royal Caribbean has decided that they are going to shut down till June 11th, which is still shorter than the timeline given by the CDC, but they're still hoping things will get better and things are opening up, especially in light of the news that the United States is now starting up its slowly reopening phase 1, 2, and 3 of the country. And even in some places like movie theaters where you think that's a pretty congested area, that's able to open up in phase 1, but with some restrictions. So the cruise lines are sort of hoping along. Royal Caribbean's kind of counting on that. Now there are some exceptions to that June 11th date, and that is the Canada-New England sailings and the sailings to Alaska. They have not announced any cancellations of Alaska cruises, but they are saying that is postponed until July when Canada opens up again, and they're hoping they'll be able to sail some ships to Alaska. Now that's not as big a surprise considering that Princess and Holland America both canceled quite a few of their ships going out there, but they have a bigger presence in Alaska than Royal Caribbean does. Holland America has 6 ships out there. Princess had 7 ships out there. They had 5 lodges. Holland America has lodges. And so they have a much bigger presence and a lot more to cancel as they're going forward. Royal Caribbean also has announced that some of the things like the refurbishments and renovations of ships like the Allure of the Sea has obviously been put on hold and postponed. However, they are not canceled. So a lot of people were speculating that these refurbishments would be just canceled until they start recouping their money back. They have just postponed them. In fact, a lot of the reason that they were still postponed was because the shipyards where they were going to be refurbished have shut down. So there were no workers to do the work in the shipyards. So that's where that stands. Good news there, because I was looking forward to seeing the new revamped Allure of the Seas. And especially with it now going into Texas as a regular cruise ship, the largest cruise ship to ever sail out of there, which is nice when you can spread out the large ships if you're a large ship enthusiast, because they're not all just sailing out of Miami and Fort Lauderdale now. You can get some, from different areas, which will be very, very nice to check out. So that's where Royal Caribbean stands. Again, they are hoping that a lot of this settles down by the time everybody's ready to cruise, just like we all are. And they say they will be announcing some procedures when they do start opening up. And I'll have a video on that a little bit later about what the cruise lines are kind of planning for their startups. So watch out for that video. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.